And hello again. I am back recording the ride back to North Cape May from Cape May, and I took a little detour. I'm starting this ride on North Street. I don't know that I've ever ridden down this street on a video. There's a lot of these little streets that I haven't ridden down on video, but just took a little detour and thought I'd turn the camera on now, and I'll record the ride back from this point. And you'll see in a minute I'm back on Perry. And this is the spot where I stopped my previous video. Bingo. Bingo. The Lima Bean Festival next weekend is on the grounds directly behind the West Cape May firehouse, which I'll ride right past. And they're also having next weekend another borough-wide yard sale. I talked about that before, where every street has yard sales taking place on it. So I've been on this road many times, heading back over Broadway, over Sunset. I'll cross the West Cape May Canal Bridge, and this is the location of where the bingo, where the Lima Bean Festival will be. So we had a little scare this past week with my youngest granddaughter and COVID. Not so much a scare that, we're worried. I mean, she's 3 years old, and even if she were to become infected, I'm sure she would not experience severe disease, but she was not feeling well on, I guess it was Monday. She wasn't feeling well, and on Tuesday, we actually pulled her out of her nursery school, and we spent the day with her, my wife and I. And she wasn't feeling right on Tuesday either. She had a runny nose and was coughing and things like that. And then Wednesday, my daughter sent us a text message with a letter that got emailed home to all the parents of kids in the nursery school that a child tested positive for COVID in my granddaughter's class. There's only 10 of them in that class. And one of her classmates tested positive for COVID. So my daughter had to get my granddaughter tested, and the school requires a PCR test to return, not a rapid test, which I guess is good because of the high rate of false negatives associated with the rapid test. So anyway, my daughter got her tested on Wednesday, and she got the results this morning that they were negative. So my granddaughter did not have COVID, but my wife and I have been sort of staying clear of my father-in-law until we were sure that my granddaughter did not have COVID, because we, in an abundance of caution, we just didn't want to be around him if there was a chance that, you know, we became infected by being with her. And she's feeling completely better, so it was just she just had a cold, I guess, a summer cold or an early fall cold. Speaking of fall, I think this is my first video ride in the fall. And consistent with all of, or not all, but mostly all of my videos, I will take a ride down to the bay, ride along the bay before I conclude this video. It's just a beautiful, beautiful day. It's the kind of day that my wife would enjoy, sitting on the beach, bringing a book over in a beach chair, and just spending some time sitting on the beach reading. But we probably won't do that because it's just too crowded to go over to Cape May. I guess we could go to the bay, but she likes to go over to the ocean. go. And this will be one of the venues for the Jazz Fest in a couple of weeks. And then on Columbus Day, I mentioned this on a previous video, at this site on Columbus Day weekend they also have a wine festival where they have the wineries from all over the state of New Jersey set up booths, and you can walk around and sample wines, and they hope buy wines from wineries all over the state. It's beautiful. And I'm going to go up and just make a U-turn and come right back down this road, hopefully to capture some better views of the bay than from this side of the road. It's interesting, if anybody is inclined to do so, you can look at a video that I posted seven or 8 years ago, riding along this road before the sidewalk was put in and it was repaved. I'll just hang a U-turn here. Looks like I just missed a ferry. If I would have made a left when I got here instead of a right and gone down to Douglas Park, I probably could have captured that ferry departing. Some people fishing. So I think this will be it for this ride. Conclude this ride as I have many others, looking at the Delaware Bay. And as I've said many times, this never gets old to me. Almost every time I go out on the bike, I ride along here. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thanks a lot for watching, and take care.